Good morning and welcome, USA Wager Sports Brief. I'm your host, Rodney Newpol. It is Monday, November 15th, 2021. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed all the sports going on this weekend and ready to rock and roll with another week ahead, as we got plenty going on this week as well. Just 10 days or so until Thanksgiving, of course. So plenty of sports during that week as well. Let's get to yesterday, the Sunday, November 14th. Scores from yesterday, starting with the National Football League in a couple early games that were surprising. Now, keep in mind, I was not able to watch any of the action as it was live. I was able to catch up on the games and went back and watched a little bit of it. But 29-19, the football team beat the Buccaneers 29-19 at home. Crazy score there, 16-6 at halftime. Washington put it away with an Antonio Gibson touchdown late, and the football team beat the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay now 6-3 on the season. Lions and Steelers 16-16 tie. That drops the Steelers to 5-3-1. The Lions are 0-8-1. A comedy of errors in that one. Embarrassing for Pittsburgh at home to tie to the Lions. 23-21, Titans over Saints. Titans continue to play great football. They're now 8-2. Saints fall to 5-4. So some intrigue there in the NFC South. Cowboys bounce back. Big win over the Falcons, 43-3. Zeke Elliott was good. He had two early touchdowns, both in the second quarter. Dak Prescott very good in the game, 43-3. Cowboys over Falcons. Patriots blasted the Browns, 45-7. Big win for the Patriots. They're now 6-4. Browns fall to 5-5. Buffalo went to the Jets and pounded them 45-17. Buffalo back on track. They're now 6-3, just the game ahead of the Patriots. Half game, actually, ahead of the Patriots in the AFC East, 6-3 and 6-4. Colts beat the Jaguars. Colts continue to play well. They did not cover the spread, but Jonathan Taylor, a big day as the Colts won 23-17. They're now 5-5 in the mix in the AFC. Again, did not cover the spread, but did win the game. Other games yesterday in the NFL, the evening games, Vikings 27-20 over the Chargers. Vikings now 4-5. Chargers 5-4. Kirk Cousins 2 touchdown passes in that one. Panthers beat the Cardinals. Panthers 5-5 now, a big win for them. Cam Newton was pretty good. He rushed for a touchdown, threw a touchdown both in the first quarter, and didn't need to do a lot after that. They controlled the game from that point on, 34-10. Arizona, of course, without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. Eagles went to Denver and beat the Broncos 30-13. Eagles now 4-6. Denver 5-5. And the Packers shut out the Seahawks. Big win for the Packers. Tough road for the Seahawks. They're now 3-6. Russell Wilson came back. Was not very good. Packers 17. Seahawks nothing. Then last night in the Sunday night football game, Patrick Mahomes is back. He threw for 5 touchdowns. Chiefs 41, Raiders 14 in the win. Chiefs now 6-4. They lead the AFC West. All right, tonight's Monday Night Football from San Francisco. It is the Rams. It is the 49ers. Rams 7-2 on the season. They could reclaim first place in the NFC West. They'd be tied at 8-2, but they have the head-to-head win over Arizona. And the 49ers 3-5. They need a win in a bad way. Rams 7-2, 49ers 3-5. That's your Sunday night football game. All right, let's turn our attention to the NBA yesterday. NBA had a slew of games as well. Anthony Davis with 34 points as the Lakers beat the Spurs 114-106. The Hawks beat the Bucks 120-100. Trae Young with 42 points, 10 assists. Hawks now just 5-9. Bucks 6-8. Early struggles for the defending champs. Bucks fall by 20. The Nets beat the Thunder 120-96. Nets now 10-4. Thunder 5-7. Hornets beat the Warriors. Warriors finally lose their second game of the season. 106-102. Hornets now 8-7. The Suns 115. Rockets 89. Rockets just have one win on the season. They're not good. Not much to say about that one. And Denver blasted Portland 124-95. Portland struggling as well. They're 6-8 on the season. Last night, late from the Staples Center, Bulls picked up a win. DeMar DeRozan with 35 points. Big win for the Bulls as they beat the Clippers 100 to 90 on their West Coast trip. All right, in the NBA tonight, there are, I think 11 games. 11 games on tap tonight. Let's run through them. Celtics, 2.5-point favorites in Cleveland. 200.5 is your total. Kings, 4.5-point favorites in Detroit. 215 is the total there. Pelicans, 4.5-point underdogs at Washington to take on the Wizards. 208 is your total. Magic at the Hawks. Hawks -10. Heat at the Thunder. Heat -9. Pacers at the Knicks. Knicks are 3.5-point favorite. The Nuggets are in Dallas to take on the Mavericks, 4.5-point favorite for Dallas. I like Denver to win on the road there. Houston, 11-point underdog in Memphis, 219. Suns, 3.5-point favorites in Minnesota, 225.5. Toronto goes to Portland. Portland's -1.5. And the Bulls stay at the Staples Center and take on the Lakers. Bulls -1, but Lakers 216.5 is the total in that one. Bulls, Lakers late tonight, so that should be a good one. All right, let's turn our attention to the National Hockey League. 6 games yesterday on ice. Flames beat the Senators 4-0. Capitals 6, Penguins 1. Rangers beat the Devils in overtime 4-3. Bruins beat the Canadiens 5-2. Ducks beat the Canucks 5-1, and the Oilers topped St. Louis 5-4 late in that one. Tonight in the National Hockey League, just a pair of games. It's the Islanders, it's the Lightning. Tampa Bay -130 at home with a total of 5.5 goals. And the Red Wings are at the Blue Jackets. Columbus -125, total of 5.5 goals. And that is your hockey slate for tonight. Today, big college basketball day, but let's get to yesterday's scores. Tennessee, 18th ranked. Tennessee beat Eastern Tennessee State big time. They beat them by 32 points. Other big games, I don't know if I'd call it big, but Boston College over Fairfield, 72-64. South Carolina, 75-64 over Western Kentucky. Vanderbilt, 79-60 over Texas State. Oklahoma State, 72-59 over Prairie View. Seton Hall beat Yale, 80-44. Let's look at today's games. Some big games today in college basketball. A nice Monday slate of college basketball with a bunch of ranked teams in action. Let's talk about the ranked teams playing first. It is Nichols at Baylor, and that's early. That's actually 11 o'clock Central Time. The 8th-ranked Bears at home against Nichols, big favorites. And that one, Nichols 3-0 out of the Southland so far. Ohio State and Bowling Green will get together. 16-point favorites for the Buckeyes. 145 is your total. 5:30 Central Time start for that one. Illinois at Marquette. The Fighting Illini are an 8-point favorite as that game is in Milwaukee. 146.5 is the total. Alcorn State visits Gonzaga. It's going to be about a 1,000,000-point spread in that one. Alcorn State 0-3 on the season. Just got beat by Portland. Not going to be a pretty one there out west. And Long Beach State is at UCLA. 28.5-point favorites for the Bruins. Long Beach State is 1-0. They needed overtime to beat Idaho. The Bruins looking for their 3rd straight win to start the season. Other college basketball games, if you're interested, these are obviously non-ranked teams. Radford is at Virginia Tech. Penn State is at UMass. That should be a decent 4-point spread there. Clemson hosts Bryant. Liberty at LSU. Let's look down the list. Lamar is at Georgia Tech. Missouri, Kansas City is at Missouri. Prairie View is at Texas Tech. Southern Miss is at TCU. That's going to be about it. Texas Southern at Washington, but Washington's off to a rough start. Providence at Wisconsin should be a good one as well. San Jose at Stanford. That's about it in the college basketball world for today. So that'll be about it. That's, actually PGA Tour yesterday. There was a big PGA Tour event going on yesterday. And now we turn our attention from Houston. And first, before we do that, Justin Kokrak with the win. He finished 10 under and ahead of Kevin Tway and Scotty Scheffler, who both went 8 under for the event. The PGA Tour, obviously, in Houston. Now they're going to turn their attention this weekend to the RSM Classic there in Sea Island, Georgia. Thanksgiving weekend, obviously, most of the players will be off. The Bryson DeChambeau Brooks Koepka match will go on the weekend of Thanksgiving. All right, that's your USA Wager Sports Brief. Monday Night Football tonight, a bunch of college basketball, 11 games in the NBA slate, a pair of NHL games, so a whole bunch going on. I hope you enjoy your Monday. Stay warm, stay safe, stay right here on the USA Wager Sports 2.0 Network. Once again, I'm Rodney Newpol, USA Wager Sports Brief. So long for just a while.